What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Life Giving Podcast. You are here with Darian, and in today's Bible study, I want to go over what it's like to have a childlike faith, or kind of how I've started to see it since becoming a parent. I truly, truly, truly believe God gave you my son to help open my heart to accept him. My son he gave you my son to prepare the way for me to accept him. And I always thought that was absolutely amazing, right? You gave me a son to prepare the way to accept the Father. And that was beautiful. But since raising him, I'm sure all parents out there, right? There's so many things that he does that I just absolutely like, dang, God want me to be taking notes from you. I'm over here trying to tell you what to do, and God probably like, hey, Darian, hey, you need to be watching him. Live like him. And so in today's study, I'm just going to talk about a couple of scriptures that kind of, and then give a couple of examples of how I've learned from Josiah, just watching him, and just kind of sat back and laughed and like, dang, God, he teaching me more. You feel? I'm over here thinking that I should be teaching him, and he helping teach me things. But so the first one we're gonna start with, and I don't mean to misquote the Bible in any way, shape, or form. So if any of you would like to correct me on certain meanings or anything, please feel free to jump in the comment section. I'm absolutely want to learn so much. But the first thing I got is Psalms, and I actually did a Bible verse of the day not too long ago. But Psalms. Um, Chapter 127, verse 2. It is useless for you to work so hard from early morning until late at night, anxiously working for food to eat, for God gives rest to his loved ones. Now, when I think about my son, when he wants milk, or he wants toys, or he wants whatever it is, and he's trying his best to get it, and you know, at a certain point, he just says, can't get it, can't do it. Do you know what he does in that moment? Parents, I know y'all know what he does in that moment. He turns to me or his mom, right? He starts crying for it. He is trusting in us that we will give it to him. He's not going to be like, I'm just going to reach for this the entire day. No, he's going to go for it for a while. He's going to do all that he can, right? But after doing all that he can do, he is going to turn to one of us, and he is going to rely on us to get whatever it is that he needs. That and when I think about him doing that, I'm like, dang, son, okay, check mark, because sometimes as adults, right? Maybe bank account a little short, ain't got enough money for the bills, man. Or so what do we say? We try to rely on ourselves. We try to go out there and work harder. You're already working 12 hours a day. You're already sleeping 4 hours a day. And you think working harder is going to get you what you need or what you want. And God does not condemn work. You must work, right? For faith without works is dead. But he's saying, like, when are you going to rely on me? When are you going to, you've done so much. When are you going to then say, you know what? I've done all I can, like my son does, and say, I got to give the rest to God. Turn to God and say, help, right? Ask him, help. Because my son has no issue doing that and learning that little lesson from him. I was like, dang. Yeah, I need to have some childlike faith when it comes to these bills. Yeah, I need to have some childlike faith when it comes to my wants, my desires, and my needs. I need to be more like him. So that's one thing that really got me. But we're not done. We're not done. We got a couple more. We're going to move down to James chapter 4, verse 2. You want what you don't have, so you scheme and kill to get it. And I'm reading from the New Living Translation. I apologize for not saying that in the beginning. I'll restart that verse. You want what you don't have, so you scheme and kill to get it. You are jealous of what others have, but you can't get it, so you fight and wage war to take it away from them. Yet, you don't have what you want because you don't ask God for it. And I was like, whoa. Because once again, and all my parents out there know, These kids were not ashamed of asking. When they have a need or they have a want, they come directly to, they will ask for it to the point where it's just frustrating for you because they won't stop asking. Why don't we take a note from them? Instead of being jealous about what our neighbor has, instead of plotting ways to get what the funds for whatever it is we want and need, instead of trying to steal it, instead of trying to scam, instead of doing criminal activities in order to get those funds. How many of us just sat and asked God for it? And I'm not saying God gonna tell you yes every time, because God only gonna do what's best for you. And He knows some of the stuff that you ask for, you are not prepared to receive, and that it will ruin you. But I'm saying, how many times have you just asked God for it instead of being jealous of what your neighbor has, what your friend has? Instead of trying to plot and find ways to get it, have you tried just asking? Because our kids will. My son, he can't talk yet, right? He can make sounds, but he nonverbal suggestion. He reach for something, look back at me. That's almost a, can I have it? And I'll say no, or I'll clap and say yes, whatever it is to get him to understand. That's okay. But if I say no, hey, you can't have that, and he might cry a little bit, then move on to the next thing, and that's completely fine. But he just asked for it. He just, that's it. Why aren't we doing it? Why aren't we being like these children and just simply asking for what it is that we need, asking for what it is that we desire before we start trying to take it from people and scam people and do criminal activities and just ask. That was a bit. I said, dang, bro. That one I was like, he really be teaching me, like, he really be teaching me. And I know the Lord working through him to teach me some things, and that's the Lord. But yeah, the next we got two more, and then we're gonna be done with this study lesson. The next one is Matthew chapter 6, verses 31 through 33. So don't worry about these things, saying, what will we eat? What will we drink? What will we wear? These things dominate the thoughts of unbelievers, but your heavenly Father already knows all your needs. Seek the kingdom of God above all else and live righteously, and He will give you everything we need. Now, my son is only 1 year old. He doesn't know about that he needs to clothe himself every day. He doesn't, but he knows he needs to eat. I'll tell you that much. He he definitely knows he needs to eat. He knows he needs to drink. He knows but he doesn't stress about it. He ain't in there stressing. You know what Josiah's doing right. Dad, Mama, where y'all at? His needs are taken care of us because he puts his trust in us. Whenever he needs something, again, Mom, Dad, thirsty. I'm crying. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. But he ain't stress. He ain't waking up in the morning stressing, thinking, dang, like, what I'm gonna eat today? Dang, how my bills gonna get paid? Dang, how I'm gonna have it? Now you can't have all your desires at once. That's a given, y'all. That's life. But God will take care of all of your needs. Do you trust in Him? Because, like I said, my son coming to us every time. He coming to us every time because his whole life we have given him everything that we needed. Your whole life, you're here. You are here today, right now, watching this video. Your entire life, God has given you everything that you needed. Stop doubting. Stop worrying. Stop stressing. Trust in God. Just like I said, we give him everything that he needs. So he knows when he needs something, he knows exactly who to come to. He knows exactly who to go to. Why are we not why do we forget that as we get older? Right? God has been there being faithful and true to us our entire lives. When we need something, Let's seek Him. Let's seek that kingdom first. Let's have full trust and faith that He will take care of us. Let's follow His commandments. Let's walk in the light, knowing that He gonna take care of all of our needs. Stop stressing about tomorrow. Stop stressing about next month. Stop stressing. Trust, believe, have faith, like a child. Y'all need to start paying attention to these children, man. These children are how they're how you laughing at yourself like, dang, bro, I'm over here trying to get on to him and I should be being more like him. God probably like, no, you try and give him notes. You need to be a student in this situation. You need to take notes. And I want to end this last one off with a little bit of funny story to me. But I'm gonna reference Proverbs chapter 4, verse 25. To me, was the closest thing I could find. But it says, look straight ahead and fix your eyes on what lies before you. Now, when it comes to temptations and distractions of the world, there are so many that we fall, right? We fall into. Whether that be material things, right? Hey, we on the video games all day, we ain't giving time to God. Whether that be on money, we're so focused chasing it, we ain't giving time to God. Whether that be the opposite sex or know what I'm saying, your partner, your spouse, whoever you out here chasing and got a crush on, you so busy talking to them and you caring about them and pursuing them with all you got, but you ain't pursuing God. You keep your eyes straight on him. The funny thing about your side, he just had his birthday party. He got so many presents from so many people who absolutely love him, and I'm so thankful that as his father, that's to know that he has so many people who love him is just, it's such a blessing. It's such a blessing. I thank God for every single day. Well, he got so many presents, but that night, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. The birthday party killed me. I gotta go to sleep. We'll undo his presents for him tomorrow. Let him play with them all. And so that next morning, I get up. I do whatever I'm gonna do until he wakes up. And then he wakes up and I go in there and I'm like, I put him on the ground. I give him his milk. I feed him. I do whatever it is he needs. Right? Then I would go in the room, put on his TV, put on his music, put him on the ground. And I start, right, having to cut all the things off the presents, having to unbox them, having to get them out so he can play with them. And just always just the whole time, nonstop, just crying, reaching up, pick me up. So I unbox one present and I hand it to him, praying that it'll distract him. Praying like, son, just play with it for 5-10 minutes and I'll get all these toys done. I'll get it knocked out. I'll have the boxes thrown away in the trash. I'll be done. Boy plays with that toy for like 15-30 seconds. When pick me up, dad. Unbox the next toy. No, you're gonna like this. It makes sounds. It does all kind of things. Hand it to him. 15-30 seconds. Unbox the next toy. So you gotta like this, son. I just need 5-10 minutes, son. Plays with it 15-30 seconds. He does not care one thing about all of these toys in this moment at all. And I'm getting frustrated because I just want to get all his toys out for him and I want to get the trash taken away and I want to clean the room. And in that moment, but when I look back, I go to the store later in the day and I start reflecting on it because I'm always reflecting how my son can teach me more about how I need to be following God. And I'm like, why as adults do we get so distracted by temptation? We get so distracted when we have material things, by money, by all of these different things. When I need to be like him. Oh, you got good money in the bank account? Cool. God, I'm pursuing you. I don't care about that. I'm pursuing you. Oh, somebody just gifted you a big house and a great car. Thank you so much. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. That's awesome. But God, I'm pursuing you. I want you, right? Why do we get so distracted by so many things of the world that we forget to reach up and pursue God above all else? Seek the kingdom first above all else. In that moment, I was thinking about it. And I just laughed and I was like, "Gee, son, I was getting so frustrated with you because you wouldn't give me the time of day to get those things over for you when I should have been taking notes. This is how I need to pursue God. This is how I need to wipe distractions out of my way so I can pursue him. Yeah, he's like, yeah, that's totally cool, Dad. Pick me up. All right, I tell you, pick me up. No, I want you. I want your attention. I don't care about the music. I don't care about the toys. I want you. Why are we not pursuing God saying, I want you? Thank you for all the blessings that you've given me. Thank you for the car. Thank you for the house. Thank you for all. I want you. Because sometimes, and my pastor told us, and it was a thing that just really allowed me to open my heart up. He said, a lot of the times we tend to love the creation and forget to love the creator. And as adults, that applies to us so heavily, right? A lot of the times we love the things that God has given to us, but we forget to love God. And that just hit. So these are just things that I've really picked up from my son, that I really learned from my son. And so I just pray that you guys go out there and you learn from your children. Don't just get frustrated. Like I get frustrated with them, but sometimes I reflect. I need to be more like you. Don't just always be the one preaching. Sometimes you need to be the one learning what it is to have the faith of a child. Because there's so many things that he does that I'm like, if I pursue God in that way that he pursues me, if he pursues his mother, I know that God would be so pleased. So y'all, I hope y'all looking at your kids. You know, you looking and trying to take notes from me. Don't take notes from me in this video. Look at your kids. Take notes from them. Pursue God with all of your heart. Trust him. Have faith that he will provide for you. Open your heart to him. Allow him to transform you. Do not be distracted by the things of this world. Seek the kingdom above all else. And if you have needs, he knows that you have needs. Ask for them. Yeah, he knows, but ask him. He want to talk to you. He wants you to talk to him. He want a relationship. Ask for your needs. Stop going out there trying to depend and rely on yourself, on working harder, on scamming, on stealing, on criminal activities to get your needs. Work, do all that you can, and leave the rest to him. Rely on him, and he will provide all that you need. But that's all we got for this Bible study lesson. I hope that you guys enjoyed that, because I enjoy getting to present it. And if you guys have any questions or want to engage with us in any way, we have so many different platforms. All the social media, right? Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, of course. We got podcasts. Shout out to my brother D'Artagnan. He set us up on Apple Music and Spotify. So there's so many different ways to reach us. But I hope you go away from this with hopefully trying to pursue a childlike faith in pursuing God. I'll see you guys next time. Please keep me in your prayers. And if anybody has any prayer requests, please drop them in the comment section.